Hello everyone, so it's Sue's Crystal Wolf from Crowfire Art Witchery. So I'm so sorry I haven't been on. I've just been so busy. I've started a piece of artwork. It's going to be a big piece of artwork that is connected to my my Amplify course that I'm doing with Maggie Rose Cunningham, which is your 5 magical archetypes: your seer, your mystic, your magician, your sage, and your healer. So I'm doing a big canvas, and I've just literally started working on one of the pieces that's going to go on this canvas, and it's going to have quite 3D elements and things. So I've sort of started that, and I've been doing stuff for my other channel. I started some slow stitch projects, books. So I've got a couple of slow stitch books on the go that I've started. So I've been doing that. Green is mad. It is that bright. So I've got pages and stuff that I've started that I'm working on. So I've been doing that, but I managed to finish my berkano poppet. So this is my berkano spring poppet. So she will be brought out every spring. She will probably stay on a shelf for the rest of the year. I'm going to make a summer, winter and autumn one. And I am totally in love with her. She was made from a wet felted piece. And then I did some sewing on of beads and bits and pieces. I cut this, die cut this leather piece out, put berkano in silver marker. I've stuck some crystals on. So I've got rose quartz, I've got citrine, I've got aventurine, amazonite, which all connect to springtime energies. I've got a rose quartz flower, some little butterflies, a little ladybird. Well, I've got 2 ladybirds, a ladybird, and I've got a fluorite flower. So yeah, so I've got lots of bits on there, but she is stunning. I'm so happy with her. She feels great. She feels the energy of spring, and she just is adorable. And I thought I better get back to my runic dolls. So I decided to make some runic dolls, and I decided to do them in 3 so that I could make the first 8. So we've got Feo, Uruz, Thurizaz, Ansus, Rado, Kinaz, Gibo, and Wunyo. And then another one will have Hagalaz, Northeast Isa. Oh, I'm going to forget my runes. Isa, Yera, Iwaz, Perthro, Algies, and Sewello. Thank goodness for that. And then we'll have Berkano, Tewaz, Awaz, Manaz, Largus, Ingus, Othella, and Degas. So I literally, I've done it on really thin black linen, and it is thin. And then I've backed it with some stabilizer, thin stabilizer. And then all these are just tiny bits of fabric. Oh, I wonder where that came from. That's probably come off one of them. Which I have glued down with a Pritt stick, and then I've stitched it all down. So this one obviously is basically finished as such. I want to add some other stitching and bits on it. Then I die cut out the circles, and I just stitched them down. I put a gold pen. I did the rune in a gold pen. I didn't like it. I thought it was going to be all right, but I didn't like it. So then I stitched over in red. I might do them in different colours. So I might do the next one in navy blue runes. And then the last one I might do do you know what? I reckon I've messed up my dolls now. I think I've messed them up. Oh, that is going to be a bloody nightmare to try and find out which one goes with what. But I think I've just done that by moving them about. Oops. That one doesn't look like it fits with that one. Oh, no. Yeah. Anyway, I can work that out. So I need to put the runes on. I need to start stitching on these ones. And just get it all down. So and then I can start stitching them together. These have been a whip for a long time. I started them and I got far with this one, and then I just put them away. And the other day I sat down for hours just putting all these bits of fabric on. It takes so long. I mean, you can pin it all, but that's a complete nightmare. So if you just like stick a little bit of Pritt stick on, then you can get them all down. But it took forever. But they're done now. I think that one goes with that one. Oh, I don't know. Maybe not. Maybe that one. What a dinlo. I've been keeping, oh, there we go. That's that one. Yay! And that's that one. Thank goodness for that. There. So keep that. I might pin them together while I think about it right now, because otherwise I'm going to do that again. Just pop a pin in so that they're together, and then I can't mess that up. Yeah, so that's what I've been up to, a few different bits and pieces. I've got my colouring books out again. I try and do colouring quite often because it takes me back. I've said this on my other channel. It takes me back to my childhood. It takes me to a really magical place. And I think that's the thing with like being creative. Like a lot of people say, oh no, I'm not creative. We are all creative, just in different ways. So whether someone likes baking or something, so maybe you have a childhood memory of baking with your grandma or your mum or something, or your aunt, and that brings back lovely memories. It's that sort of thing. It's creative play, it's sacred play, it's giving love and acceptance and stuff to your inner child. So when I'm using a colouring book, I'm loving my inner child. I am giving love to my inner child. It's like, because she still loves it. And I did say, I've never particularly been in the closet about my being a witch. In fact, I used to quite enjoy, because people used to say to me, oh, you're some sort of witch, you are. And I used to just laugh and think, yeah, you might be right there. But my colouring book thing, I have been in the closet for years. So I felt really silly. I didn't let anyone really know that I had colouring books in there. And I'd go into places and I'd pick up a colouring book. And obviously people think, oh, maybe you're picking it up for your child. And so you could sort of get away with buying it. It wasn't like it needed to be a brown paper bag, but near enough. And then I would colour in secret. I'd just I didn't tell anyone. And then all of a sudden, you'd see like these colouring books that you'd think like tattoo colouring books. You think, well, they're not really for children, surely. I mean, who buys their child well, I don't know. I just didn't think that they were very childlike, and some other types. And then it just got more. And then the explosion of adult colouring just happened. And, you know, some of the people that I watch on YouTube, I mean, these people are artists. They're, you know, they call themselves colorists. And they are, I mean, God, they know how to use the art supply to get the most out of it. You know, they're making masterpieces, even though they haven't drawn the picture. And the artist that's drawn the picture, other than now, you've got to be so careful you don't pick up a bloody AI. I think I said in the last video that I bought a cupboard for my room, because this room is like my art space and my spiritual room. So it's quite cluttered, and I've got a lot of stuff, you know, I've got a lot of spiritual stuff and I've got a lot of art stuff. And I bought this like cupboard that's like a little extra pantry cupboard you have in the kitchen. And it's got like stuff in the doors, and I thought, oh my God, that'd be perfect to put all my paints and things in, and my glues and whatever. So I got one, it came, and my husband's put it together, and oh my God, I love it. It's just wonderful. I've got all my paints down the sides, I've got my glue, my gesso, all my stuff. And as I was doing it, I thought, because all my paints were on a trolley, and I thought, well, do I get rid of that trolley to give me a bit more space, or do I keep the trolley? And I thought I could put my colouring books and stuff on the trolley. So and my colouring books were in my cupboard in my bedroom. I've got like a cupboard that my hubby turned into the smallest library in the world, so it's got all my books in there because I've got nowhere else to put them. So we put in 2 bookshelves in the cupboard. And it's, yeah, I mean, I do still need more room for books, but I had like my colouring books in there, and I just got them all out while he was putting the cupboard together, and I just ripped them, went through them, rifled through them, and just thought, do you know what, these were books that I bought before adult colouring got really the thing, and they're just rubbish books. And so I thought, well, you know, they're not that completely coloured in. There's a couple of pages here and there. So I thought I'm going to just take them to the charity shop with some of my cheaper crap pencils that I'd bought. So that's what I did. But I also had bought a few books off Amazon that looked really interesting, like fantasy, spiritually sort of, you know, artwork. And they're absolutely AI. Oh my good God. There's one woman with 7 fingers. I was just so annoyed. So I'm getting rid of all them. I don't condone AI colouring books. I think if it says they are, fine, but it doesn't. And I want to support artists. You know, I've got colouring books by Kirby Roseanne, Joanna Basford, Hannah Carlson, some of the like the big names. 1, the books are absolutely fantastic. 2, the paper is absolutely fantastic. And you're supporting an artist. That's what I want to do. I don't want to support AI. I'm not interested. So so there's a load going to the charity shop, which I'm really pleased about. But that made me order a couple new books. So I've been a bit naughty. But like my really nice books, like my Hannah Carlson, they're all hardback books. So I'll just colour in them in over the years, and they will stay as books, and they'll be treasured, you know, books that I keep. And some of the other more cheaper ones that aren't like them, I take out the pages to colour, because it's easier anyway. And I use them in some of my artwork or my mixed media pieces, because I buy things that I'm interested in. I buy colouring books that I'm, you know, interested. So I've got some, you know, witchy ones and stuff that are really lovely, or crystals and things that, and I can use that in my mixed media. So that's what I do with them. But yeah, it's just, the last couple of days I've been doing some colouring, and it just brings joy to my heart. I just absolutely love it. So if you've got a childhood thing that you love, but you are like nervous to do it because it's childish, do it. Let your inner child have sacred time, sacred play, and play, because it is great. So yeah, so I've been busy, and also my mum and dad aren't too well. Well, my mum is ongoing not well. She's got lots of things wrong. So so I'm quite often busy with that, and I'm struggling to get up any YouTube videos. It's the time to do them is become really difficult at the minute. And obviously this is a new channel, and I want to get it going and do stuff, and I'm really struggling at the minute to do that. And also I've been spending time trying to clear my art space and go through stuff and make it easier to find things. I've got my walking stick that I bought in an antique shop, and I've primed that. That is ready for me to do some pyrography on. I want to put some runes on it. So, well, I want to put all the runes on it. I was going to just put my birth runes on it, and I'm still juggling with that idea that, do I just put my birth runes on it because it's me walking as me? I'm not sure. And then I want to start another, I've got a journal that I want to start. It's going to be a mixed media journal, but it's going to be a journal of me. And it's quite specific. So I will try and do that on the channel, and show you what I'm doing with that as I'm going along. I might not be able to do, you know, video all of it, but like bits of it and stuff. So yeah, I'm busy with bits and pieces. So I hope you're all well. It's a beautiful sunny day here yet again in the UK. It's lovely. Luckily it's not as shadowy as it was earlier because the sun was beaming in, and I've got some rainbows. Lovely. Yeah, so that's me, and I'm gonna go. Love and blessings to everyone, and see you in the next one. Bye.